good day, people. My name, as you know, is Robert Dye. I am the CEO and founder of RPT Entertainment. Right now, today we have with us one of extremely talented young lady that's been working with us that we like to count as one of our jewels that we work with, and her name is Alexa Freeman.
Hi,
Alexa, you can say hello.
everybody. Thanks for having me, Robert.
Great, great. Hey, nothing better, nothing better. What I want to ask you to start by asking you is where are you from?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Las Vegas, Nevada, born and raised. And then my senior year of high school, I wanted to move to Orange County, California, to go to Orange County School of the Arts. I did a year there. I graduated high school there. And then I moved to New York in 2016, so a little over 8 years ago.
Hmm.
And I came out to go to school for musical theater for a musical theater conservatory. And then about a semester in, the program shut down, but it was kind of a blessing in disguise. And so after the program shut down, I just started going to work, and I've been in New York since, and I love it here. So
Wow, you just blended right into New York. That's beautiful. See, this is the thing. I've always had dreams of the West Coast. Let me tell you something. I'm one of those people that grew up watching Soul Train. So I'm one of the guys when I'm growing up in the 70s. I'm an older guy. When I'm growing up in the 70s, I'm like got this whole vision of, like Farrah Fawcett, Soul Train,
Mhm.
all type of things. Starsky and Hutch, even, Sanford and Son. I'm thinking of Hollywood and all like that. And when I got out there, my mind, I love. I gotta tell my wife all the time, Melanie. I tell her all of the time. I love the West Coast. She goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, too much, earthquakes and stuff like that going on or whatever." But I love the West Coast. Now, as for Vegas,
Hmm.
that's a mind blower. That's a game changer for me. Okay, in Vegas. Now, how, like you said, you're working here now, but how is that transition coming from Vegas? I mean, is there similarities from that city to this city,
Yeah, yeah.
New
I
York?
feel like since I've left Vegas, Vegas has changed a lot. Growing up in Vegas, like my dad was an actor and he was also a DJ.
Wow, it's in the
And
blood.
my mom did a couple commercials on the side. So like I grew up being around entertainment and music and um Cirque du Soleil shows were always so cool to me to go and see. I feel like it's in the past 8 years, there's been a lot more theater and a lot more like they've built the Sphere. There's more music and concerts. And
Awesome.
me growing up there, it was a lot of like there was a great community theater scene. And so my very first role was playing Little Michael Darling in Peter Pan. I was 7, 8 years old, and that's kind of what got me hooked going into the performing arts to start. And then my dad would make movies and like write and direct those, so I was able to get in front of the camera at a young age. So yeah, it was a great place. Well, I mean, I guess you have to say that about your hometown, but for me, it was a really good place to grow up and learn and be surrounded by the arts. But I think, um, depending on the person, like you either want to stay where you are or you want to go travel and do something new. And for me, I felt like when I hit 17, I was like, let me see if I can go do singing, dancing, and acting elsewhere. So then I did that for a year in California. And what I learned about myself is I didn't love driving. So I was like, where can I move to that I don't have to drive? And I was like, New York City's perfect. That's also where Broadway is and TV film and commercials and stuff like that. So I just took the leap of faith and here I am. And I'm so glad that I did because now my whole life is here. So
Well, I love this because I want to also get this across to other people that actors and singers. They travel and they're going after their craft. What I want to ask, are there any other jobs that you've taken to support
yeah,
what you do? Like what
it
have
really
you what have you done? What has been open to you to do in order to support, make your money to support your career, to support what you really want to
I think that's one of the hardest things when first moving to New York City is like, as an artist, what do I do? So I first started going to school, and about a semester in, I was like, I don't really have money to do anything else besides pay my rent and go to school. So I started nannying. I signed up through a nannying agency. I met over 50 different families. When the pandemic hit, I ended up settling with one family, and I was with them for a long, long time. And then also during the pandemic, I was like, I need something else that's going to fuel my soul and also bring in better income. And so what I did is I became a certified personal trainer. So for the past 4 years,
Wow.
I've been, well, I got certified and then I did an internship and then I got hired at a box gym. I was at a box gym for a little over a year, and then I felt like I was okay to go off on my own. And I've been a fully independent trainer for almost, I think it's a little over 3 years now. So I'm
Big
super, super.
ups. Big ups to you. Big up. I love that. I love that you went after it. You went on your own to do this, and wow. Now, since you've been in the industry, you have some good years in this industry now. You've seen ups and downs. First I want to go with the ups, the upside of this business. What do you find is the upside of this business?
It's funny, Robert, because I feel like even though I've lived in the city a long time, I feel like every day I wake up, like I feel like I'm just getting started. And
Beautiful way
every
to feel.
every opportunity that comes my way, I'm like, wait, this is new. This is different. And I think there's a lot of shifts that happen too in a career. Like, I know for my personal training standpoint, like I was mostly on the Upper East Side and now I'm bouncing all around the city. As far as my acting career goes, a lot of ups for me happened when I was like 18, 19. I had a lot of dancing shows for Broadway Cares. And one of my very first
Mm.
jobs that I booked was a children's show. And now not only do I do the children's show, but now I'm also the dance captain and running the program, or starting to run the program myself. So that's another job that I have. Um, what else? Like, and now after six years of being in the city, I booked my first off-Broadway show. It took a whole 6 years to get into an off-Broadway show.
People
And
think it's overnight. You get it. This is what I try to stress with people, like, because we're the ones that submit, to projects and everything else. I mean, we can do but so much, and the same thing goes for you. You can do but so much. This is, to me, this is the most competitive business that there could possibly be. I can get a lot of arguments out there to say, "Oh no, what I do," no. When it comes to honestly getting work,
yep,
I mean, I've been in, like I said, I've been in for a while. I've seen people literally starve. You know that phrase, starving actor, that's
yeah,
that's true. I mean, that's true. I mean, people can literally starve. And again, if you're starving, we could be starving. Who knows? If we didn't have so many other people, that can keep us afloat. I mean, because it's so much competition out there. You're working in New York, but I'm quite sure you're gonna make your way back to the West Coast, back and forth as time goes on, or when stuff become available in Atlanta or in Miami, whatever. You're
yeah.
open to it, Canada. I mean, all of these places are hubs for what you do, but also all of these places have so much competition. As I say that, I wanted to go on what would be the downside to this, but I'll ask this though. Instead, I'll ask, what has been your biggest hurdle
My biggest hurdle.
in this business? What has been your biggest hurdle?
For me personally, I have always had so many interests in this industry. Um, I love to sing and perform. I
Okay.
love to act in TV film. I also grew up dancing. So I felt like when I was first starting out here that I needed to find my box. Like what is the one thing that I'm really good at that I can do? And
People,
honestly, that's still something that I struggled with too.
let me say one thing. I know you're going off on this, and I love it. But I have to say one thing. I have viewed your auditions. I mean, I might not speak to you as much as my wife does. My wife runs the day to day of
I talk
RPT
about every day.
Entertainment, right?
Hi,
But it
Melanie.
does not mean that I don't see what's going on. It does not mean that I don't, she can be viewing something and I'll say, "Who's that?" Or I'll look and I say, "Wow, she's good." And I believe I saw something of yours. This was like, I don't know if it was a couple of weeks ago, I forget, but it was you. And I said, she's got it. And it was something recently, I think. There was something very recently, and I said, she's really got it. I said, she's on the way. I mean, she's there. You know what I mean? All she has to do, and what this business takes is just being. It's not as easy as saying right place and right time.
Mhm.
Nothing's luck. I don't count nothing as being luck. I say that you're supposed to get it when you get it. And if you don't get it, I still say you're supposed to get it. What
Absolutely.
I say is you just keep working at it, keep working hard, but when I saw your reel, when I saw your audition, and I've seen what you're really good, and people out there that is listen to this interview, you know, Alexa is, I mean, extremely talented. I'm not just saying this because she works with RPT, you know. She is extremely talented young lady, and my wife co-signs on that all of the time. I mean, no
I do
joke.
love you guys. Yeah, and I think I think what makes me me and also me trying not to fit into a box is I'm open to everything that RPT sends my way. So last month it was a call for Hamilton. So I'm
Yep.
learning these amazing, incredible Andy Blankenbuehler choreography, details, everything, love it. And then the next I'm getting a CVS
See,
commercial.
no,
And
this is the truth.
and it is everything I could want. It is exactly why I came to New York City because again at the end of the day you want to be versatile, right? I think one of the things that I learned in my small time at school was you have to be open and you have to stay versatile and you have to train all of the parts that you have essentially. But on the flip side of that, the hard part is a lot of these mentors and these teachers will tell you, no, you have to focus on one thing and you got to get good at that one thing.
Yes, yes,
I think the message that I want to send out is you can do it all. You can do it all. And you don't have to be put into a box. Can you hear me?
yeah.
Oh, we
Some
got it.
little, good difficult. But can you run that back a
Yeah,
little?
yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, so the the hard part is, sometimes in school they teach you you have to fit into one type of
yes.
person or what you want to be.
Do you believe in that?
I don't.
Me
I
neither.
don't because I think what makes you you, and if you can do, like, if you can dance these dances and then you can sit in front of a camera and recite some lines too, then that's great. And I think why I'm so grateful for RPT is you guys have been so open to just giving me some incredible opportunities. So I'm really, really grateful. And I think the trick is to not fit in a box and just kind of go to the beat of your own drum and kind of like you said, Robert, it's like you gotta be, when it's your time, it's your time. And I feel like I've been very, very lucky so far in my career and in my multiple streams of income
Yes.
as
No,
far
there's
as
nothing wrong with
my
that.
training and my children's show and then my off-Broadway shows. So I'm very lucky.
Yeah, I mean, this is great what you're saying because see, for the longest time, since I've been in it, people try to, I don't want to say discourage, but they want you to hold back. They want you, oh, stay in this box because that's the only route. But meanwhile, you can sing. So can't you do some shows in the village? Can't you do like, like but you can use that as well. I mean, you're getting money. The whole thing is out here is about here is surviving and making a living. And I knew of a lot of actors that just burnt out because they were being told, oh, you can't work a job if you're trying to act. You're supposed to dedicate yourself to that. And meanwhile, they're too stressed out to learn lines because they don't know how they're going to pay their rent. I
Right.
mean, my advice personally to people that think that way, that are in that situation, you have to make a judgment call on your own life. Meaning that if you are eating out of cans, if you are worried about paying your rent, and you can get a waitressing job, you can get any kind of job that you can, but you feel that somebody that's coaching you or mentoring you, telling you, oh no, you got to starve, you got to starve. That's BS to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I think the stronger you are mentally and physically, the more successful you will be within your craft, because that that pressure of having those things in the background, this survival is off the table.
Right.
So wow, yeah, this is
I
great.
also feel like New York City specifically is such a city for opportunity.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
anything you want to do, even if you're thinking about doing it, just do it. Give it a
That's
shot. Try it out.
that's exactly right.
Month, maybe two. Just see how it goes. Try to shop because there's so many people in the city too.
That's
So
right.
many good people in the city as well that you can work for, or you could work for yourself.
It's
And
true.
we have so many online opportunities as well. I have not dabbled into the online yet stuff yet because I'm like, I don't know how this works. But
Right. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. No, 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 no. We've got now. This wasn't online, but I don't know if you received this. I've gotten emails like supposedly from, it could be who, like you could say Dolce and Gabbana or somebody like that, emailing me, oh, we want you to model. And I'm like, I'm not a model. I'm not, no. You're wrong. I manage. I manage models, right? Number one. But I'm like looking at this, they're telling me a salary of this and now here it is. My background is business. So
Right.
I'm thinking that they just made a typo or whatever, but what they want me to do is possibly manage an area or whatever like that. So I'm like, this is something. This is the first time it happened. So I don't think I was with Melanie then, but I said, wow, this is interesting. So I kind of went along with the person on the email for about a couple of days. I'm like, wow, this could be a good opportunity. Then I said, let me just check something out because something's too good to be true. I haven't even had an interview with these people or anything like that.
Uh,
They can't get me from my website because they don't, I don't have any work experience on I just have my website with my
yeah.
actors and models. So I wound up looking up the email. What you have to do, check out the email address. I mean, this is stuff that people, there so many scams out there,
So many.
and I mean it's crazy. You have to really. I was just telling somebody this earlier. You can't trust anyone. And with that being said, I mean, I'm going to touch on something right now. Have you ever been in a situation to where, like with RPT Entertainment, we do not take any commission from you unless the job is through us, right?
Mhm.
Our commission rates vary. I could put it out there. I'm up and up 10, 15, 20% depending on the job. Okay. Now, have you ever been in a situation where someone wanted to work with you? They're saying, "Oh, we want to make," and then you had to pay the salary,
Yeah.
something to them
So
without them even doing
I've
it for you.
I've always been aware that you should never have to pay
Right.
somebody.
Never should have to pay.
Um, actually, like I think more recently, like if I see something like in my email, I'll screenshot it and I'll send it to Melanie. I'm like, Melanie, this is a scam, right? Like, can we just get on this? And she's like, yeah, ignore that. I'm like, okay, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
But it's also
Yeah.
just I'm just letting you know that this person reached out to me from Instagram. I don't think it's legit, and let's not go there. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Um, I think having someone on your side to run that by is super duper helpful. But yeah, I think one of the first things you learn, like growing up, me growing up in Vegas and being around the entertainment, like that was what, like very first thing I was taught. Do not pay anybody to do unless they're offering you something in return, I
Right.
guess. Um, but yeah, I think it's I mean, yeah, I have friends who have been with agencies and managers who are actually in my current show. And their agents and managers take 10, 15%, but they got the job themselves and they're just miserable. They're not happy.
Right.
They're
Right.
like, this is
Right.
a chunk of my check that I got for myself. So I'm super, super grateful for you guys because yeah, I think that was a big thing for me too, is like, if it's a job that you've been doing for like a while, you don't want someone to come in and but like there are a lot of agencies out there that will do that, unfortunately. So, but I know to.
Now, this is another one I have. I mean, I'm going with current times going on now with that, with the Me Too and everything, which I'm glad is here because it changed up a lot of things, how business is done, and on both with men and women. People only sometimes focus on the women, but men, they get, hit on or, you know what I mean, propositioned well. Do you feel like I'm not saying this has ever happened to you, but since the time you've been in, do you see any change how people treat you, or is it like, I mean, is it one of those things? Have you had to deal with someone? They could even be a co-star, it could be a co, and if need, you don't have to know no names or anything like that. But how would you deal with it? How, would you deal with something like that?
Um, I did have a past job that I felt like held women to a higher standard than the guys.
Mm,
Like if one of the women were to call out sick versus when a guy were to call out sick, the woman would be reprimanded so much more
wow.
severely than the guy calling out sick. So I've run into that a little bit. Other than that, I've been pretty fortunate to work with people who are just nice to all people, no matter gender, no matter the
Right.
age, no matter what type of person,
It's very
um,
important.
it's very important because we're all just here to learn and grow and live our lives. And
Yes.
I feel like living in New York City as a woman is, you gotta stay on high alert. I carry around my keys in my hand if I'm walking home late, um, I I also try to carry myself in
It's
such a
smart.
way.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
smart to carry around your keys.
I like to carry my key and also just carry myself in a certain matter. And also, I stay in the gym, as a personal trainer, but I stay in the gym. I'm like, God forbid I have to run away. God forbid I got to
You
beat
can do
somebody
your
up.
thing.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Let's go. I'll take it. I mean, I say that now and knock on wood, no one comes against me.
Yes, yes.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I do feel like I mean, from a past job, that maybe it is still out there a little bit of holding women to a higher standard, I guess, from this
Yeah,
point.
unfortunately. Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I mean, like that's out there, but it's knowing your worth and also navigating what you feel like you deserve and just meeting people where they're at too.
Okay. Now this one is a good one. This was a good one because I like to hear this the answer to this. 10 years. Where do you see yourself? I don't want to say five. I can say five. I can say five with you. I'll say 5 years, 5-year plan.
I mean, Robert, you kind of said it. Like, I've always thought about like a bi-coastal type thing. Like, if I'm working in TV film and I can go to LA for a shoot and then I'm going to
It
Canada,
doesn't make
and
sense.
then New York. Absolutely. I'm open to that. I also see like I also want to be on Broadway. So, like, if I'm on Broadway
Pay
and maybe
for it.
there's like a kid or two, right? I'm like a Broadway mom,
Nothing
So
wrong
I
with it.
also see that for myself as well. Um, Building my personal training business too and just having that grow. Honestly, Robert, I'm just so grateful that I wake up every day with a healthy body and a healthy mind, and not everybody gets to do that. And I just want to be open to all of the possibilities of where my career and these skills that I've trained and I've been given can take me
You
wherever it
know,
is.
I have to piggyback on that only because what you just said. You're blessed to wake up every day, first of all,
Absolutely.
with a healthy mind and body. I thank God for that each and every day. Because without your health, without as a personal trainer, and I'm a guy that I believe in, the physical fitness and eating right as well. I do. But, we have to, a lot of people don't take that in. They take it for granted, you know. And but it's very important. I
Very
mean,
easy.
yeah, yeah, I mean, it's thanking God for that. Now, on that note, do you have anything that you would like to put out there that you're doing like currently, or anything going on with you that you're working on or something for the
Yeah.
no?
So, currently my off-Broadway show is the Friends musical parody. We
Yes.
we are on 50th and Broadway at the Jerry Orbach Theater at the Theater Center,
Mm-hmm.
third floor. We have 5 shows a week.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tuesday 7:30, Friday is 9:30, Saturday 8:30, Sunday 3:30 and 6. And it's a good time. I play Monica and
What do you think? I didn't see it.
I'm just
You
saying,
didn't see it,
channel,
Melanie and I.
channel.
I mean,
No, yeah.
come on. We
You guys
super.
have seen it. I think Melanie's seen it twice,
She's seen it
right?
twice. I saw it once 'cause I couldn't come out the
You see
second
me
time.
as Monica or as
I
Rachel? Do you
saw
remember?
you as I saw you as I saw you as Monica.
You did? Okay, good, good, good,
Yeah, I
good, good.
saw you as Monica. It was great.
That's so funny because I think you guys came when I was still the swing because I got hired as
Wow.
the swing.
Yes,
They
you were. You were the swing, and that was the thing. You said, "Wow, okay, cool." And with that performance, I said, "Well, she's gonna be in. I mean, she's in. There's no way in the world not, because you killed it." And and
Thank
and,
you.
and I'm gonna put that information so people can see that, so they want to go see. Guys, I'm not just talking about this to say, "Oh, she's this," cause again, because she's RPT. I've seen her work. I've seen her work. She's
Thank
the
you.
real deal. She's the truth. Okay. Her future is bright. God willing, her future is bright. And I am proud that she's with RPT Entertainment.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm
Thank you.
telling you. Oh, no, no, no. Thank you. Thank you. Anything that you want to say before you leave?
No, I think I just want to thank you for bringing me on today and come see Friends.
Yep.
Um,
I'm coming again. I'm going to do it again.
most of my life updates have been on Instagram.
Hmm.
If anything new comes up with RPT, I will post about it there first. And yeah, I'm excited to just keep an open mind and keep auditioning and keep moving.
Oh, you know it. You're with us. You got it. You know what I mean? We got how we go. How do I go? How do we all? A lot of us go.
That's right.
We got you.
That's
We
right.
got you.
Listen.
Okay. Take care. Right. You have a great evening. All right.
Thank you, Robert. It was so nice
Take
talking
care.
to
Same. 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 The best to you. All right. Take
you.
care.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.